London Underground, otherwise known as the Tube, is the oldest underground railway in history and is the beating heart of London. It moves millions of people around on fast, efficient electric trains, but it wasn't always that way. This video series will look at how London Underground was powered, the development of electrical traction, the challenges, and some of the innovations used to make travelling on the tube greener and more efficient. In 1863, over 150 years ago, the first trains ran on the Metropolitan Railway from Paddington to Farringdon Street Station in wooden carriages with gas lanterns. And it looks something like this. You can immediately see here what the problems might be. It's loud, it's dirty, there's poor visibility. But it served London well for 40 years until electric trains were introduced in 1905. The primary source of light was from gas lanterns, supplemented by natural light where possible. You can get the impression of how this might look if you visit Baker Street Station today. The globes hanging from the ceiling were based of the original gas lanterns. And here you can see where natural light would have normally came through. In addition to steam, there was another technology considered, but didn't really get off the ground. When the City and South London Railway was being built, it was intended to use a cable-hauled system. It was likely that the Halliday cable car system was to be used, which is the same sort of system as the famous San Francisco cable cars. It works by having a static engine at one end of the line turning a steel wire continuously, just like turning the chain on your bicycle. The cool aspect of this design was that the clamp underneath each train could grip the cable, allowing it to be pulled along. You could then release the grip when it needed to stop at the station, then re-engage to start up again. The City and South London Railway was built on a gradient, so connecting the cable would be used to maintain a constant speed going up or down the slope. This system also meant that multiple trains on the line could operate independently, gripping and letting go as required. These trains would travel between 10 to 12 miles per hour. There aren't any photos of what the engines pulling the cable would look like, but if we look at the Glasgow subway system, they used the same design, so it would give you a good idea what it looked like. But it wasn't to be. This method of haulage was stopped before it started. A new method of moving trains was to be used: electric motor traction. I'll look at this in my next video.